Hello there. So obviously yesterday, a bit of a recap because there was quite a bit of Fujitsu news yesterday, and it was heavily reported Fujitsu admits it has a moral obligation to compensate the post office victims. Well, the thing is, the moral obligation already existed. The breaking news yesterday was that Fujitsu, someone senior in Fujitsu, the CEO of Fujitsu Europe, Paul Patterson, admitting that they had a moral obligation. We know they've got a moral obligation. Moral obligation doesn't need to be accepted to be known, but the fact Fujitsu have accepted it gets us one step closer to holding Fujitsu to account for the post office scandal. Let's listen into exactly what he said to the select committee of MPs for the Department of Business and Trade yesterday in UK Parliament.
Is there a moral obligation, Mr. Patterson, for you to contribute?
I think there is a moral obligation for the company to contribute, and I think the right place to determine that is when our responsibility is very clear. There are many parties involved in this travesty.
But I've just read your last set of accounts which have been published. You've not made any provision in those accounts for a contribution to the compensation, but you're telling the committee today that you believe there is at least a moral obligation for Fujitsu to contribute.
When the inquiry finishes...
That's a simple yes or no.
Well, so
is there a moral obligation for Fujitsu
I've already
to contribute? It's okay, you can keep going.
Okay, so yes, I believe there is a moral obligation, and I've already said that.
So there we go. That's the Fujitsu Europe boss, Paul Patterson, admitting there is a moral obligation. Now, that's very different to pounds and pence being contributed, and we've got to keep on the pressure. So please keep on signing and sharing the petition, subscribing to the channel for updates. We take a quick look at the petition now. We are up to 228,729. Thank you to Rowley M, Bridget W and Nevar who signed in the past minute or so. Keep your support going. People power is working, and together we will hold Fujitsu to account for the post office scandal. Thank you. Take care.